Still waiting for the crypto cycle to play out. We have been waiting forever and ever. It is the longest crypto cycle ever without a big emotional cycle shift in the crowd that feels like we've never left depression, anxiety, hope, and disbelief. But maybe things will change soon. Found this interesting, friends, a few days ago. Grand Theft Auto 6 will now be delayed until November 2026. It was originally May 2026. Now, this is big news because for some reason, something in the universe was telling me that is very relevant to our crypto cycle. Okay, here is Rockstar Games announcing the change and the delay. Pretty big. I don't know why. It just confirms to me that the bull market is delayed. GTA 6, billions of dollars spent. One of the most anticipated games out here. For some reason, I don't know why, fans, something is just telling me it is relevant. Right? And you never know. It might actually spark a gaming DeFi type of run. Problem is, man, November 2026, that's quite a long while away. I wouldn't fade the friendship cult if I were you. So all of us are still in hope and cope mode. You've seen Richard Hart announce his new project. I've been waiting to see if new things come out, friends. Remember, Richard Hart, new project. Would you sacrifice? Most say no today. But remember, PulseX raised $1.1 billion, and it was done 10 months after he announced it. So I would ask you again, if your whole portfolio was 30x more higher than today, would you sacrifice? Okay, I know still a lot of people say no, 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 never. But when prices are high, your emotions are different. You feel a different sense of loyalty. Also, friends, I know it's tough, but like if there's going to be a wallet and the wallet's default is Mr. Prove, okay, it's basically vertical integration. So that might also lead you to think differently about it. Many crypto KOLs are calling for the end. Ben Copen is selling everything in crypto here. It's repeating here. I'm selling everything. Why Ben Copen is crashing out of crypto. So a lot of these times, friends, as well, everybody relying on 4-year cycle stuff. I get it. Because it's the only thing in their mind that's worked. But this is why I'm here 18 hours a day, man. I'm like, well, you know, is it the only thing that's worked consistently? No, it's not. No, it actually isn't. I'll tell you what's worked consistently. Waiting until the PMI is above 54. What about that one? That's worked consistently. This is the 2013 cycle. See, PMI hits 54, the top appears. PMI hits 56, the top appears. Okay, the PMI hits 59, the top appears. We're still PMI 49. Remember, I'm not predicting the future. I don't know what happens next, man. It's a coin toss. I'm just telling you, a lot of soy boy Copa bears who say, well, you know, 4-year cycle's the only thing that works. No, it's not. No, it is not. PMI above 54 worked last time. So what's it going to be? Okay. If you're a real believer of crypto, though, you're still long. Okay. Because 4-year cycle just means, oh, it's time to go. Okay. But a believer thinks, hey, the prices we see now are depressed. People are depressed. There's strong hands here. And that's why they might continue to hold. I know I'm holding. Richard Hart is updating on Mr. Prove. I guess his first goal is to flip Bitcoin. So remember, he asked for suggestions, friends, about, you know, what would Mr. Prove be? And then I made a suggestion that maybe it's a proof of bidet where you involve some sort of bidet action. But I guess his dreams aren't big enough. You know, that would be flipping the stock market. But his first goal is to flip Bitcoin one step at a time. An anonymous donor wants to buy a nice Mr. Prove logo, the one he likes best. Hexagons are cool. The shield shape is cool. So everyone's coming out here and just, you know, it's making a bit of noise out there. But yeah, we'll see it when we see it. I've never seen so many Pulse Chain community members so bearish on Richard Hart and the future. Did the dingleberries forget stupid PDI believers literally survived minus 99.99% and the 33 tweet FUD storm? That's for the record history books, right? Go to the mirror and check if you still have a pair of nuts. Or did they turn into soybeans? So everyone is actually very bearish, friends. Everyone is bearish because what everyone's doing is they've heard the announcement. They think there's going to be a sacrifice tomorrow, and you've got nothing to sacrifice. But it might be coming out in like 10 months. You never know. We'll see. He's also released some tokenomics and stuff. The Mr. Prove token only becomes more rare. It never inflates. It only burns. Mr. Prove is automatically bought and burned every time someone uses the private prover tech. Mr. Corey. Oof, a 2x and then minus 99% down for 4 years. You've completely lost the effing plot. Okay, so, of course, it's very, very mixed signals of everyone out here. I guess we just need more time for it to play out. It's kind of funny as well, friends. I've got a scheduled post from a year ago. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is 64% on February 3rd, 2025. Did we ever get alts? Now, if you remember, friends, alts rhymes with alt reason. I've now banned the word just to try and make us get some friendship. But it hit 64% up here. And I'm just wondering if that was a big signal. And actually, if you go back to the chart, it was. It was, remember, friends. Most of these people were saying Bitcoin dominance is basically never going down. And they're literally doing it up here. Okay, so yeah, it is very, very hot debate. PMI is still low. When's it going to go up? Look, eventually the PMI is going to go up. What's it going to take, though? $2,000 stimulus package, more interest rate cuts, a bit of mixing of both. We'll see. But I just want to give you some inspiration as well. This is ZeCash, man. ZeCash fans went up 20x. Bang. Remove the 2021 high, man. Wonderful to see. Abundance mindset. Hopefully that comes to our altcoins one day. Also, I want to leave you with some very, very bullish news. I know, friends, because like price is what you pay, value is what you get. Okay? Soy boys on the side, they go, oh, that person's too bullish. They're always bullish. Just tell them to shut up, dude. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Total crypto is 3.3 trillion. I don't give a crap if you think it's going lower. I think crypto's worth over 10 trillion. Gold's worth 30. The stocks are worth 150 to 200. Property's worth 200. Property's great. You can live in it. Problem is, the government can tax you straight away. And if you want to move, you can't take your property with you. Okay? And also, your property's got no liquidity. You need someone to come buy your house. Okay? You don't have like a public global market. All right? So, price is what you pay, value is what you get. This is a total 3 chart. Crawling up along that wedge. Feels like it's ready to break out. I hope we break out to the upside and we can discover higher prices, stablecoin super cycle, all of that to come more. Don't forget, friends, big things are coming to Pulse Chain and everything else. I made 161 videos last month. See, friends, I don't make videos for views. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, like, you watch me. I'm sorry, I love you all, but the crowd sucks. Obviously, if you're watching me, you're not the crowd, but just most of the crowd sucks. Like, your inbuilt DNA is to, like, hurt yourself in markets. By default, you get happy when everyone else is running into everything, and you get sad when everyone else is leaving everything. Okay? Like, you're built to basically financially destroy yourself. I'm making content for me. I'm making content for someone out there like me who wants the highest value content, right? I know. Do you want to watch other people who are like saying, hey, I have information. Come to my VIP sub. Or, hey, let's draw these triangles. Oh, let's do grid bots on this exchange. They all suck. You know they suck. Okay, if they worked, they wouldn't be opening their mouths. Friends, I worked in a prop firm, okay? When you have any strategy that works, you literally shut your mouth. Yeah. Friends, when you guys, for like 2 years, they wouldn't even tell us what exchange they were trading on. Do you know that? I think it was one dude, I forgot. I think he was trading like some oil spread, like canola oil on like Singapore. Yeah, we didn't find out until like a year and a half later. Yeah. I guess why we found out. Because it stopped working. So a year and a half, this random dude had like a Singapore exchange hookup that no one else had, and it was trading like these canola oil spreads because they were kind of like mean reverty or something. Yeah. When someone has edge, friends, that's what they do. They don't go out on Twitter and say, please come sign up to my VIP. That's how it works, man. Also, 6,000 of the highest value content in crypto. 6,000 videos. Gosh. I'm thinking of just storming the YouTube head office at that point. I'm just like, show me someone who's made this many videos. Actually, but also kind of scared because I don't want to have a look at the channel. Because if they find the UFO stuff and the code words, then we're all screwed. So maybe it's better we're under the cover. Check this out as well. I asked the ChainLink co-founder why private smart contracts are so important to institutions. Privacy is very hot right now.
Understand this institutional smart contract idea, right? Because I think a lot of us in the space who've been around understand what a smart contract is, but don't understand the necessary complexities required to actually make a smart contract that will work to kind of bridge this gap, right? It's not just...
So obviously, friends, we all know privacy is great. Why? Okay? Everyone has to hang a poop. Not everyone wants to do it with the door open. Very obvious. With institutions as well, there's a lot of sensitive information that goes through, okay? A lot of finance as well, friends. It's backdoor deals where, like, you don't know what rate you're being charged from, like, you know, this other competitor versus what someone else is getting. So then maybe they're charging you 1%, but someone else is getting 0.9. So it's very, very important in that finance world out here. So the more solutions we provide, the better. Here we have James Wynn. I am adding to my shorts here with size. Sunday fake out complete. Now we feast. So James Wynn is obviously like a Jim Cramer, inverse signal himself. It's like a bear market character appeared. Kind of sad because it was a bull at the top. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I think his liquidation's 105,450. So we'll see. Here we have some DJ news. Bitcoin reclaiming 105K. I know it's great. I know we get excited. I know we want to get our nipples out. But if I don't see 118, I don't care. Okay? 118,000. That is the key level. I'll just show it for you again. Here's BTC, friends. I want to see 118,000. Okay, that's it. That is, it's over. Over for the pairs, all right? Anything under that, you know, crypto's volatile, risky, fake outs, etc. Interesting. Starmer remembering an utterly pointless war that killed millions, started by elites in a sick game of political idiocy, all while trying to start an utterly pointless war that could kill millions, started by elites in a sick game of political idiocy. As we all know, friends, the central bank makes the currency, the central bank pays the politicians, the central bank controls the media, everybody gets brainwashed to come funnel out the money and or basically all their agenda to come push it out to here. The people have no voice because if your voice isn't what they want to hear, they just keep brainwashing everyone on the TV. You have no power. You can't go break the system. Every time you did, example, 3 US presidents, they just put a bullet in the back of your head. Okay, so you can't do anything. So there's 2 things you can do. You can go protest, go yell. You know those girls with like hairy armpits and stuff going out yelling and saying, change the system, change the system. Nothing happens. No one's listening. Nothing ever changes. Okay, that's the old way. We got a new way. It's called crypto. It's opt-in. How do you opt in? They control you from your government currency. If you take your government currency and you move it to crypto, guess what? When they go and print money, they're not printing your money anymore because you don't even hold it. You're holding something else. There you go. But yeah, they will keep printing money. It's everybody's still stuck in the system. Some people get it. Some people don't, okay? This war is perpetual. You watch all my UFO stuff, videos and stuff out here, friends. It could be non-human intelligence influence as well, but you don't know. You know, some people have a black pill approach that they're all angels, so they're all demons trying to get us to kill each other. But then also, I also explore the possibility and the reality that, like, every big human invention only comes because we are fearful. So it kind of makes you think, you know, if we don't have fear, do we ever progress, okay? You and I are not going to solve it in our lifetime. But hey, that's what I say, friends. I mean, like, you know, if you want to stay in that system and get debased and the price of steak is growing at 14% per year and you're getting literally inflated to hell in your crappy government currency system, okay, be my guest. The rest of us, we've chosen to opt into crypto. Everyone was laughing at me when Bitcoin was 6K and I was telling everyone to buy. Now Bitcoin's 106K and everyone's still laughing. So that's good. I wonder what price everyone's going to stop laughing at. We'll see. Also, interesting. Treasury Scott Bessent, US Secretary. Bitcoin is becoming a store of value.
It was unclear whether we were going to exempt gold from tariffs, which I believe we have. So there was a big move out of vaults in Switzerland, out of vaults in London to get.
So he's saying Bitcoin's becoming a store. Just be very, very, very careful. Okay? Be very careful. The US dollar is the world reserve currency. That's their store of value. Okay? That's number one. When a government acknowledges anything else as a store of value, there is always a hidden agenda. Okay? Now, I know this guy's smart. I know they're kind of on our side. What it looks like now, it's not going to be like that forever. Okay? So, in the future, it's not going to be this picture. But for now, we're still long and strong. Maybe they'll change their tune later on when all the weak hands are in. We'll see. Your friend Sommi. What I learned in markets. When everyone gives you 10 reasons why something can't work, you should be actively buying. Don't even hesitate. Just start buying. But when everyone gives you solid reasons why it just can't fail from here, yep, you're in danger. There you go. What are we hearing all over? We can't go up. There's no new buyers. No one's buying your altcoins. 4-year cycle. Liquidity's going down. It just can't go up. Blah, 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 blah. Bullish. All right? So let's think about what's the top going to look like. Maybe the literal major loser power replacement actually makes an announcement and says, we're thinking of adding Bitcoin to our balance sheet. Now that would be one hell of a top signal, because it would be the most perfect N-word narrative for every retailer. You're on the sidelines, and now you've just been told the guy with the actual money printer is telling you, I'm going to use my money printer to buy your coin. Nothing's going to go wrong here. You see? That's euphoria. That's the tops. What do we see right now? Doom, 4-year cycle. Next is the bear market. At Nasdaq's too high. That's what we're seeing now. So, climbing the wall of worry. Don't forget it loves you, friends. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.